Addictions have run throughout my whole life. What became something mild ended up becoming more severe over time. When I was 5 years old, I started to play video games. What seemed to be something normal at first ended up becoming my escape from reality, in the hope that it would make me forget how miserable I was from having ADHD, not being able to pay attention in class, always suffering in class, and genuinely not wanting to be anywhere where I wanted to be. And it all started with being looked at differently from all my peers around me, from my peers to family. While it may have been a mild addiction for the majority of people, that hobby was extremely damaging to me. Not only did it make my eyesight worse, it gave me constant headaches. I wasn't taking care of myself, but all I did every day was play video games because I didn't want to think about anything else. This mild addiction caused a spark in me to end up having more addictions later down the line, which we'll discuss now. It was not that long after my time in the military that I wanted to escape from my reality, and through that escape was drugs. It started from being something mild as weed to it getting worse, such as me doing LSD, Percocets. I just genuinely wanted to die. I wanted to escape all the trauma that I ended up getting in the military. Before, it was kind of being balled up in a bunch of trauma, and the military caused me to just break loose and make me lose it. And because of this, I ended up wanting to die. I didn't care anymore. I didn't care about anyone around me. I was being very selfish because of this. I just wanted to tell you my story so you could relate to it in certain ways. Obviously not smoking Percocets. But Percocets is one of the hardest drugs to come off of. Obviously not even smoking it. Smoking it is far freaking worse. We're not gonna get into that. So I hope this shows you that I'm a valid speaker when it comes to addictions, as I've had my fair share of addictions and I've conquered them through time. Whether there was something light in my younger years, such as playing video games, or throughout my later years in life as a young adult that led to me doing harder drugs and overcoming it, I've come across an array of addictions that has caused me to become the person that I am today, that not only helps people, but helps influence people to do better and overall improve, but to show the world that no matter the circumstances that you're in, no matter what circumstances and situations the environment brings you across, you can overcome whatever it is, as long as you have the mental strength and capacity to not only do it, but most importantly, have the facts to overcome whatever you need. Whether you're using family as your source of strength to overcome whatever you're going through, or to become someone that you know you could become. Whatever that source of strength is, you must use in order to get through these problems you're going through right now. If you don't, nothing good is gonna come out of this. Now, many can say they could quit cold turkey and not go back with it. Whether that's watching motivational videos or other things that are helping you overcome this, not everyone could do that. Some people struggle with that. I, for once, quit cold turkey some things, such as smoking Percocets, and others, such as smoking weed, I had to quit periodically, slowly, over time. Now, the method I'm about to describe, you could use whether it's for junk food, drugs. It's called the staircase method. Now, what this method is, per se, now let's use video games as an example. Let's say you play video games every single day. The first week, you play video games 4 hours every day. The following week, you decrease it 3 hours, then 2 hours, then 1 hour, then you decrease the days over time. Now let's say you mess up on the second week that you're playing video games for 3 hours every day. One day you end up playing for 4 hours. Now you have to restart that week, do it over up until you overcome it, and you decrease it, and you say bye-bye to whatever addiction you have. In this case, I'm using video games. Now, per se, another way you could look at this, it's kind of like progressive deloading. You ever heard of progressive overload? You're increasing the weights, reps, and frequency. Well, think of this as you decreasing it, but we're not using it in the terms of the gym. We're using it in the terms of whatever the hell you're addicted to. But the only person that could start doing that is you, no one else. Because at the end of the day, when no one cares about you, you're the person that truly cares about themselves. If you are alive right now, it's for a reason, and it's because you care about yourself enough. If you weren't here, you wouldn't be watching this video to begin with if you didn't care at all. When you feel like you can go 3 months without doing your addiction, that means you genuinely won and you're not going to go back. And if you do relapse, just realize it could happen, it might not happen, but if it does happen, that doesn't mean that you took a step back. That just means that you've gone so long being perfect without doing this addiction that you continue to keep doing it even after this small mistake. Now, everyone's tolerances are different, and we're approaching this with humility. We're not competing with another person, what they're addicted to. We all go through different experiences, and we all go through different battles. But that doesn't mean that we can't overcome these battles. If you successfully win that battle, just know that you won. Now, with everything that we spoke about, this also applies what I'm about to speak about. Something that you could do to help with your addiction. I have made a calendar for you that you could follow along, print, edit, whatever the hell you need. And you could use this progressive deload or staircase method to help you overcome this addiction. It'll tell you how long and how much you could do this addiction in a day, in that week. And you can tick it off with either an X or a check if you completed it or not. I hope this helped, guys. And if so, I would love to see if you printed it or downloaded it. And if you have, make sure to DM me, showing me on Instagram of you downloading it or printing it and how you're helping yourself overcome these addictions, such as I have helped myself overcome all the addictions that I've gone through. I would be all ears to hear about this because I'm genuinely care and I want to help y'all.